We're here for the unveiling of a piece of the Berlin Wall. The wall was a physical symbol of the separation between East and West during the Cold War. In October and November 1989, hundreds of thousands of courageous East German citizens took to the streets in peaceful demonstrations. Risking their lives, they chanted, "Wir sind das Volk," we are the people, as they demanded basic civil rights, the freedom to travel, and democratic elections. It was the strong diplomatic support of our American allies that made German reunification 1 year later possible. Germans will never forget this support at this critical juncture in our history. Without it, we might be living in a very different world today.
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me to say a few words. It's an honor to be here today with so many members of our UMass Amherst family. With that, I wanted to take a minute to introduce to you some of my family and provide a little context on the donation of this piece of the wall. My late husband, Eric Hansen, was responsible for purchasing the piece of the wall that stands with us outside. Eric ran a consumer products company and was passionate and creative about his work. I think of all aspects of his job, he enjoyed the marketing and the international elements the most. With that, he was launching a product called the Berlin Wall and wanted to add a new dimension to the rollout. Before we knew it, he was in discussions to purchase this piece of history and created a traveling exhibit to bring to the various markets where they did business. The project was titled The Fall of the Wall Tour. I remember asking Eric what the plan was for after the tour. I mean, really, what does one do with a piece of the Berlin Wall in Massachusetts? He had clearly given this thought because he enthusiastically shared his hope for this to be a gift to a university. I specifically remember him talking about bringing a piece of history like this to a campus setting, allowing students to see history in their own backyard. As many of you know, Eric passed away in 2018 at the age of 45, and the Berlin Wall plans were never fully realized. I think you can all appreciate that when someone dies so young, it's impossible to find a silver lining. However, this tribute feels just right and brings his vision of the wall full circle in a way that I am sure would fill him with pride.
When I see this segment of the Berlin Wall, I am reminded of how it highlights exactly how much our two countries value and share the democratic ideal and the courage to pursue freedom. I can think of no better location for a piece of the wall than here, the home of the Minutemen, in the state where the democratic ideal was defended at the very beginning of the American Revolution. Thank you.